Hello and welcome to this travel episode with me, Nyasha K. Mutizwa. Now, just when Egypt's crucial tourism sector was recovering from the 2011 revolution, a 2013 coup and consistent Islamist threats, the $16 billion industry finds itself bracing for a potential buffeting by the new coronavirus. Luxor, home to the iconic Valley of the Kings and Tutankhamun's tomb, is now the center of the country's COVID-19 outbreak. Last Friday and Saturday, 45 passengers and crew members aboard the cruise ship Asara tested positive for the virus. On Sunday, the government confirmed the country's and Africa's first fatality from the illness, a 60-year-old German tourist who died in the resort town of Hurghada. The North African nation had reported 59 infections by Wednesday. With the outbreak unfolding, Egypt's tourism minister visited one of Luxor's temples on Sunday to reassure that it was still safe and open to visitors.
The problem was only on the Nile cruise ship, and all medical measures have been taken. Thankfully, all the negative cases on board can now leave Egypt, and we are now offering all the medical facilities to them.
Now, it seems the government still wants to welcome cash-carrying tourists while battling the potential public health crisis. Egypt's sudden declaration of 45 new coronavirus cases from the single ship, a drastic spike from its previous countrywide record of 3, sparked fears the disease was far more widely spread in the country of 100 million people. In the past week, at least 29 tourists who visited Egypt in February tested positive after returning home, according to the World Health Organization. Now, the issue is, under President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, media has often been muzzled and the government has repeatedly hidden the truth to avoid international embarrassment and to protect its fragile tourism industry. This was seen when it refused to admit that an Islamic State bomb brought down a Russian jetliner over Sinai in 2015. Therefore, Egyptians and foreign tourists alike are skeptical that the government is telling the truth.
I'd say, honestly, it's starting to freak me out a little bit. We hear it on the news, we hear it everywhere. Even the locals sometimes, I think they don't approach me as much.
The streets of Luxor are empty because of the coronavirus. There are medical, health and security checks because there are fears that the virus will spread from other countries to the Egyptian people. Workers in the tourism sector in Luxor are anxious and confused as we hear about new cases appearing. We fear to be a victim of something we are not responsible for.
Now, Egyptian officials insist they are being transparent. The health ministry says that it has conducted over 2,000 tests and it is working closely with the World Health Organization to contain the virus. The WHO itself seems to be satisfied with the measures taken by the North African country.
From the beginning, we were working together, and WHO in Egypt, according to the measures taken, identifying, confirming the cases, tracing the context, this is very important, identifying the source in the majority of cases of the infection, and then taking the necessary measures in order to contain the spread of the virus inside Egypt, I can tell you yes.
On Sunday, the Egyptian Travel Agents Association said tourist bookings were down 80% compared with the same period last year. State-run media outlets have reported that some cruise workers quit their jobs fearing they might get ill. On Tuesday, the United States city of Houston asked 35 people to self-quarantine for 14 days after returning from a trip to Egypt. But officials continue to be reassuring. So, do you believe the Egyptian government is being truly transparent, or is it protecting its $16 billion industry? Let me know your thoughts on social media at Nyasha K. Mutizwa. Until next time.